That sounds amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Mr. DMArmada. Myself, I have just, wow, that was horrible. What in the world am I doing? Ladies and gentlemen, what am I doing? Geez, it's a hard life sometimes. Once you see it, start your drawing and I will start the timer. It's a fantastic one. It's Macho Grande.
I only have one color, but this is, I don't know if you can see. It's going to be the Macho Grande nachos that you can find at your local Everfest carnival.
Welcome, everyone, to the first ever episode of the Flesh and Blood Trivia Show. This is a trivia show dedicated to all things Flesh and Blood, the fantastic trading card game that has captured all of our hearts for the past over 2 years now, almost 3 years. In this episode, we have three fantastic contestants who are battling it out for literally no prize at all. They're winning nothing except, I guess, some bragging rights and the ability to thumb their noses at their opponents after all of this is said and done. Let's go ahead and meet the contestants. First up is an avid competitive Flesh and Blood player and celebrity in his own right, Daylon Mack. Daylon, how are you doing?
Doing good. Excited to play some Flesh and Blood trivia today.
It looks like your favorite hero there behind you is Oldhim. You said you jumped on Oldhim pretty early, right?
Yeah, I started in Arya. Oldhim was the first hero I played and just kind of fell in love with it. So.
It's a solid starting hero, in my opinion. I think all players should start out with someone just like that. Next up, you know him perhaps for his commentary of the Callings or his fantastic YouTube channel. It's Mr. Red Zone Rogue himself. How's it going, my friend?
Hey, I am doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
It looks like for your favorite hero, you've chosen, shocker, Azalea.
I know, big surprise to everyone. I love Azalea. She's awesome. And there's some deep lore with Azalea tied to my own personal channel. I won't get into it here, but yeah, Team Azalea.
It's a solid choice for you, I think. And then finally, repping my personal favorite hero, and so I'm secretly just rooting for him, the co-creator of the phenomenal Arsenal Pass YouTube channel, Mr. Brendan Patrick. How's it going?
Hello, Mr. DMArmada. It's going well. It's been a pleasure to see you work through these, the single intro. You nailed it. But yeah, happy to be here. And of course, favorite hero is Kano.
Definitely didn't take me several intros and several technical difficulties to get through this intro. It's been fantastic all the way through. And I love that your favorite hero is Kano, and I'm sure that that will be what you will be piloting all the way through competitive seasons going forward.
Saving it for the Pro Tour, but it's coming out.
So let's go ahead and explain how this entire thing is going to play out. This plays out over the course of 3 rounds. In round number 1, it's a general knowledge round where I will ask them questions about cards, interactions, anything to that nature. And if they provide the correct answer in time and first, they will receive 2 points. If they provide an incorrect answer, they will lose 1 point. In round number 2, we have the visual section of the game where we will see pictures, we will see card images that perhaps have been changed or altered in some way, at which point the players can chime in and tell us what has been changed or what art we are looking at. Any correct answer receives 2 points, and any incorrect answer will again result in a -1 point. Finally, in round 3, our contestants will flex their art skills. We'll show a card on the screen, and all players will have a small amount of time to draw that art on that card, at which point at the end of the time they will show their art one at a time and vote on their favorite masterpiece. Okay, so before we start round number 1, contestants here have to buzz in for their answers, and we've decided in this version of the game that we will buzz in, and players will buzz in by saying the name of their favorite hero. And as we talked about in the intros, each of them have a different favorite hero, so this should work out perfectly with barely an inconvenience. Gentlemen, would you all please say the name of your favorite hero as if you were buzzing in to give me a correct answer? 3, 2, 1, go.
Azalea.
Kano.
The slow lead-in was just so perfect. The other two were like game face, and then Brendan just swoops in with the Kano. Okay, so if all is said and done and we're ready to start, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the very first question in round number 1, and it's a really fun one. What card with unconditional go again printed on the card, has the highest base attack?
Oldham.
Daylon, what do you got?
Life of the party. No, Enlightened Strike.
Those are both great guesses, but not the answer. Does anyone else want to buzz in and give it a shot? This is a good question. I like this one a lot.
Azalea.
Go ahead, Mr. Red Zone Rogue.
Celestial Cataclysm.
That is the correct answer. Celestial Cataclysm has the highest base attack, and
7.
it has unconditional go again. It attacks for 7 with go again. Unfortunately, you do have to just straight up banish 3 cards from your soul in order to play it, but it does have unconditional go again at all times. So that is the correct answer, sir. You've got yourself 2 points. If you add up all of the stat numbers in all of the corners on the card Pulverize, what is the total number?
Oldham.
Go ahead, Daylon.
17.
It's not 17.
Azalea.
Go ahead, Kel.
Is it 27?
It is 27. Yes, 27 is the total stats on all of the sections of the card. This one was tricky because, like, do you count the text in the center and any of those things as it? I don't think so. We just decided to count the bordering, right? Anything on the borders of the cards, the stats on the borders. But that's a really fun one, and that is a lot of stats. I'm not gonna lie. I think that card's pretty good. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's very good, especially because you play it for free half the time.
Well, that's the
Oh,
thing.
no.
I don't know how much it costs because nobody's ever paid for it when they played it against me.
That is so accurate. It's not even funny. It's so accurate. How many cards are currently banned in Flesh and Blood? I'll give you a bonus point if you can name all of them too.
Oldham.
Go ahead, Daylon.
All right. Ball Lightning's banned. All 3 Seeds of Agony are banned. Plunder
Seeds
Run
counts
is
for 1.
Seeds counts for 1. Seeds and Plunder Run.
Plunder Run.
And Drawn Brutality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Unfortunately, that's not the only set of cards that are banned. There are more, believe it or not.
Kato.
Go ahead, Brendan.
I think Daylon only missed one, which is the... wait, is this banned in total or just banned in Classic?
Just banned.
So is it... can it be leaked? Because I think he missed the sword that nobody's ever played with. The Ringblade one.
That is correct. I'll give it to you. Duskblade is the only other banned card. Daylon, you absolutely crushed it, and I thought you were gonna just cross the finish line and nail it, but you were just the one short. I'm giving Daylon a consolation point. He named all except one. Throw a point on there.
He needs it. He needs it at -3 though.
I'm struggling.
Speaking of Everfest, this next card comes from Everfest. And I want you to come up with the name. So go ahead and stare at the screen. And when this comes up, feel free to buzz in and tell me the name of this card.
Okay, now.
Go ahead, Brendan.
Haven Call. Haven Call. Haven Call. I think it's Haven Call.
It is indeed Amulet of Haven Call, a card that fetches you some extra defense in a pinch. Which keyword has the least number of cards in the card pool?
Azalea.
Go ahead, Kel.
It is... Oh no, I forgot the name. Oh no, I know what it is. Okay. It's... Hold on, give me 1 second. It's...
I feel like I need to start a timer at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Start ticking down. The time starts ticking. We should build in a Flesh and Blood themed timer.
What's it called? I know what it is. I don't want to give too many.
Brendan, go ahead.
Okay, now. So I think it's between 2 of these, but I'm gonna go with Temper.
That's a great guess, but no, it's not Temper. No. If no one gets it, can I describe it just to see if I think I know what it is?
I'm gonna go ahead and be the buzzer. I'm gonna hit the buzzer and say no one's got this one.
Okay.
Are you ready for the answer? The answer is
it the
Heave.
Yeah, it's the one that the
Heave.
Guardian
Oh,
cards have.
Heave.
I was gonna
It's
say it's the one that Pulverize has.
It's a tricky question because there's technically only 2 cards with Heave, and it's a brand new keyword. It's one of those that you may not immediately think of, but Heave has the least number of cards in the card pool. Without any outside modifications, what card does the most amount of printed arcane damage? Again, without any outside modifications, what card does the most amount
Azalea?
of printed? Go ahead.
Is it red Voltic Bolt?
It is not.
Oh.
I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1, and that's time right there. The answer for the card that deals the most arcane damage is Emeritus Scolding.
Ah, that's the other one.
If
Does
you
it-
play
does it do
I was
Emeritus
never getting that
Scolding
right.
on your opponent's turn, it deals 6. Deals
Yeah.
6 damage. All right, we come down to the last question here of round number 1, and this one is a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad, but here it is. Which 2 heroes are tied for the least amount of living legend points in Classic Constructed?
Azalea.
Go ahead.
It's Azalea and Levia.
It is Azalea and Levia. They are tied for the least amount of points in Classic Constructed. Unfortunately, and I'm not going to lie, when I realized that you had picked Azalea for your favorite hero, I thought directly to this question, and I was like, well, that is a question for Mr. Red Zone Rogue if I'd ever seen one.
I know my Azalea. What can I say?
It's unfortunate too, because maybe one day we'll see some points hit the board.
Yeah, maybe.
For both of those heroes. All right, that brings us to the conclusion of round number 1, and we sit at a current score total of Kel leading with 4 points, Brendan right behind him with 3 points, and Daylon still fighting his way up in the unfortunate -1 position, but he has a lot of room to work as we go into round number 2, the visual round. So here we go into the visual round, and I'll be honest with you, I'm incredibly excited for this. These are going to be a lot of fun, because the first one, we're asking you what's different about this card art. When you see it, buzz in.
Kano.
Brendan, go ahead.
Yeah, so he doesn't have a purple vest. The little monk in the front.
That is correct. The purple vest, the purple cloak or tunic, is not actually purple. There it is as orange. These, I'm not going to lie, are incredibly fun to look at, and I hope you enjoy doing this because this one was by far my favorite to see. Here's a zoom in of a piece of art in Flesh and Blood. Tell me what card this is from.
Kano.
Azalea.
We have a kind.
Brendan did say Kano first, and it is indeed 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind is the answer. And it's just the very bottom corner of 3 of a kind, so you just get a little glimpse. What is missing from this card?
Kano.
Brendan, go ahead.
Yeah, Yinti only gets +1. There's like some subtext under here. I think I might have actually forgotten it. But it's a subtext after this.
This is correct. Yes, we did take away some of the text off of this card. We took away the portion that says, when Yinti is defending and you control an aura, it has +1 defense. On to the next question. We have another zoomed in card. So tell us, what is the card that we have zoomed in on?
Azalea.
Brendan just absolutely stunting on people. Brendan, what is the card? What is this from?
Yeah, that's Plunder Run. And then we're seeing the benefits of having a favorite hero with 4 letters, right?
Yeah.
You are definitely correct. This is Plunder Run. Plunder Run, of course, one of the banned cards we talked about earlier.
That's insane that you got that quick.
I'm really
Brendan's
good at these.
speedy, man. Look at him go. He's just racking them up. All right, let's see if anyone can take this next one from him. This one's a little bit trickier. Show us what's different, or tell us what's different about this card. I knew this one would stump somebody. I'm going to count it down. You ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what was different about Parable of Humility. The arms were just gone.
Yeah.
The arms were gone. Someone at home is going to just snap get that.
Pointing, right? Someone's pointing.
Yeah, right. All the pointing fingers. Someone at home is going to snap get that. And they're going to be like, why is no one answering? On to question number 6. And question number 6 is this. It's another zoom in. Tell us what card this is.
Kano.
Azalea.
Oh man, that's the one I could have got.
I heard a Kano just before I heard an Azalea.
You can let the Azalea have it so the art's more interesting. The art person. I want to get too far ahead.
Azalea, what do you got?
It's pick a card, any card.
It is indeed pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card is the overall art here. We zoomed in on the strange lizard and the floating orb and the cards in pick a card, any card. A fantastic little card that you can play in UPF as well and get some silvers. Speaking of currency, we have one more card, and something is different about this card. I don't know if you're going to get this one. What is missing off of this card?
Azalea.
Kel, go ahead.
It's the coins, man. It's the coppers in the palm.
There are literally no coppers in the hand of the person holding coppers. So that one may be blink and you miss it kind of a moment, which is a little bit
I feel
fun.
like this is my last time. I won't be able to come back.
Daylon, we still love you, my friend. And you know what? Even though you're sitting currently in the 3rd position, don't worry, you're only in 3rd. You're only in 3rd. Also, even though you're only sitting in 3rd, we are going into round 3. That concludes round 2. And in round 3, all of our contestants need to go fetch a pen and paper or a Sharpie. Could be a giant Sharpie. Sure, that's fine too. No one's judging there. Because they're going to draw some art, and whoever, that is the largest, are you just going whiteboard?
I just got a whole whiteboard.
All right, so here we are in round number 3, and the contestants are going to see a picture of a card on the screen, at which point I'm going to give them a minute to draw, to the best of their ability, the art that they see on the card. After that 1 minute is up, each player will show their art one at a time and try to convince the other players why their piece is so masterful. At the end of this first art drawing, each player will vote for someone else that they think did a fantastic job and should earn 3 points. At which point the majority winner will earn 3 points, and then we will do this again. So there are several points up for grabs, and the first card that you're drawing here, once you see it, start your drawing and I will start the timer. It's a fantastic one. It's Macho Grande. And time. Let's see what you're able to come up with in 60 seconds. I think we need to start. I think we need to start with the point leader, Mr. Brendan Patrick. I think we should start with him and see what he's come up with as far as attempting to draw Macho Grande.
Alrighty. So I only have one color, but this is I don't know if you can see. It's gonna be the Macho Grande nachos that you can find at your local Everfest carnival.
That is, I'm sorry. I know I should be professional in this moment, but that's absolutely incredible. And they look positively delicious. Those are definitely some good looking nachos. A little bit different from a guy flexing on a table, but you know what? You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's the beauty of general voting. All right, so that's Brendan's choice for Macho Grande. Let's now bounce over to Kel, Mr. Red Zone Rogue. Why don't you show us what you have there, sir?
Okay. Well, it's not nachos. It's not nachos. It is a genie flexing because I didn't have enough time to draw his second leg, and he also has no eyes. But I did do detail on his beard, and I tried to get the braids. I tried to get the braids right, and his little ponytail. So there's my flexing genie.
That is some serious, like, Aladdin level drawing there.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you could just slap, like, the lamp on the bottom and then put a monkey stealing something, and you've got yourself a nice little Disney animated show.
Draw like a potion of luck down here. Yeah.
Oh, see, you got to jam the potion of luck. That'd be perfect. All right, so let's move over. Mr. Daylon Mack, what do you have for us? What were you able to get done in 60 seconds?
The art's not finished, but this is the best I couldn't do. I tried to draw
man.
the actual card. Yeah, you know.
Dude, that's some bonus points for going full card on us all the way. Okay, so take a moment, everyone, and pick someone who you want to vote for your best art of this Macho Grande round. All right, let's do this thing. Let's go back the same way that we went the first time. Brendan, who did you vote for? Did you vote for Kel? Oh, look at that. You voted for Daylon Mack.
Hopefully I spelled your name right.
The full on card art and everything. Kel, who did you cast your vote for?
I also voted for Daylon.
Oh, thank gosh.
I appreciate the ponytail that he drew.
And then Daylon, who did you vote for?
I voted for Brendan because I like nachos.
I mean, how can you not like some nachos? You just got to jump behind that. I think that was a fantastic round, and that does award Daylon 3 points on this round. All right, here we go in the last point scoring opportunity. This is the moment. It all comes down to this. You're going to have to draw one more card, and that card is Ragamuffin's hat. Give us your best rendition of Ragamuffin's hat. You have 60 seconds starting right now. And stop. Let's see, after 1 minute of drawing, how cool your Ragamuffin's hat art looks. And we'll go backwards order this time. We're going to start with Daylon first. Since he was the last to act, now he's the first to act. So Daylon, show us your Ragamuffin's hat.
This is my Ragamuffin's. This is his hat. He has his the flame. I mean the feather at the top, and then he's kind of thinking. Yeah,
it actually does look like a flame too. You could actually say that it's a flame as well. It looks like a character from like a McDonald's like advertisement. I feel like it would make like a great little McDonald's advertisement on the side. You could just slap anything on there. So a solid effort. I wonder if it's going to score you 3 more points. We'll find out after we take a look at Kel's art. Kel, let's see what you got there.
All right, here we go. Look at this masterpiece. It's the hat, yo.
Oh, look at him go.
He's got a hat. He's got a little corn cob pipe, taking a little puff. Didn't make it do anything because the card doesn't do anything. And there you go. Hat, yo.
What does the card even do?
Something if you only have one card in your hand, and it basically does nothing. So I made it do nothing.
I don't know. It could be viable in Kano. Some Kano players are like flexing on you right now. I feel like he's inside of an old tube TV. Like you put 2 knobs in the bottom right. He's just in it like an old TV. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
All right, and that leaves us with one more piece of art, one more masterpiece. Let's go over to Brendan Patrick and see what he's got for us.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see ya. Got any Kano players in the building? Yes? Well, there's actually only one reason we do play Ragamuffin's hat. It's for...
so you can play baby. Yep, that is exactly correct. Look, everyone, the reason you play Ragamuffin's hat is so you can take that card that wins you the game, you can put it on top of the deck, and then Kano. It's very accurate. It does not look anything like Ragamuffin's hat, but you know what? You're probably winning the hearts of Kano players everywhere right now, let's be honest. All right, gentlemen, take a moment to vote for your favorite overall Ragamuffin's hat rendition. All right, gentlemen, let's start with Daylon. Daylon, who do you cast your vote for best Ragamuffin hat?
I'll put Kel. Drawing that in 1 minute was pretty impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kel picks up the vote. Kel, who do you vote for?
I voted for Daylon because he actually drew Ragamuffin's hat and not Blazing Aether.
Oh man. Shots fired right across the bow. And then Brendan, that leaves the vote down to you, sir. Who did you cast your vote for?
Well, I can tell some of us are uncultured in the Kano way, but it's going to be Daylon for me.
Daylon he picks it up. Both drawing rounds, super solid finish for Daylon, and so he picks up the old 3 points, and that gives us our final totals for today's episode. In third place is Mr. Daylon Mack himself, picking up 5 total points. In second place is none other than Red Zone Rogue with 8 points. And then finishing strong in first place is Arsenal Passes, Brendan Patrick. Daylon, we thank you so much for coming and playing along with us. Where can everyone find you, and what do you have coming up?
You can find me at Daylon Mack on Twitter. I don't have any content, but I will be at the Calling Indy. I wish I could go to the Pro Tour, but I'll currently, at that time, I'll be in a football season, so I won't even be able to play, which is unfortunate because I actually qualified, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, that's where you can find me.
Man, that's incredible. That sounds amazing. And I'm so pumped to be able to follow you and get to hang out with you here on this show. Hopefully we get to have you again very soon. Kel, thank you, sir, for also coming on. What do you have coming up in the next few weeks?
Lots of stuff. Basically, if you don't know, you can find me everywhere at Red Zone Rogue, youtube.com/Red Zone Rogue, Twitter at Red Zone Rogue, Facebook at Red Zone Rogue, redzonerogue.com. Gotta stay consistent with the branding there. I do stuff for Channel Fireball as well. Got a lot of videos coming up in the coming weeks. I have something with the professor as well as some other really exciting stuff. So stay tuned.
Oh, that's going to be some good stuff. I can already tell. And then, of course, we will see none other than Brendan Patrick, our winner for today, on our very next episode, if he's willing to come back after taking just the brutality of all these questions.
Yeah, so I'm one half of the Arsenal Pass podcast and YouTube channel. We focus mostly on the competitive side of the game, gameplay, deck techs, as well as, of course, the weekly pod, which is every topic under the sun. So check that out. You can find me at Brendan APG on Twitter, and I will be at the Calling Indianapolis as well as the Pro Tour, and probably most of the U.S. callings this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Flesh and Blood Trivia Show. As always, I have been your host, DMArmada. If you want to come hang out with me, feel free to head on over to youtube.com/DMArmada or find me here producing and being the host of this wonderful trivia show. As always, thanks for watching.